to Mathspace in 5 minutes. My name is Katie Walsh. I'm one of the teachers here at Mathspace. The purpose of this video is really just to show you, the student, a general overview of Mathspace, how to navigate the textbook, tasks, topics, etc. So at this time, I'm going to share my screen with you. And in a moment, you should be taken to a student dashboard. This is what your dashboard will look like when you log into Mathspace from the Mathspace website. You'll notice the toolbars in the upper left-hand corner. You'll see your dashboard, textbook, tasks, and topics tabs. All right, so front and center, you'll have your upcoming tasks. If there are any overdue tasks, you'll see those in orange. And then down below, in order of due date, you'll see upcoming tasks. If the task is new and it's something that you haven't viewed yet, you'll see this little alert. And then below the tasks are lesson pages that are shared with you from the Mathspace textbook. You can view these shares, or you can go down below and explore on your own, where Mathspace will suggest recommended lesson pages and practice for you based on how your maths learning has been going. So if we click on the textbook together, we will go into, let's see, Curriculum Year 7 textbook. So this is our table of contents, much like a hard copy textbook. However, with the digital textbook, you can also search for a topic, you can click through subtopics, and then once you're in a lesson page, you can view a lesson and interact with it. The interactive features include things such as videos and GeoGebra applets. If you see this play button in a large white square like this or rectangle, and you press the play button, it actually allows you to interact with the content. So in this case, if I change the base or the index exponent, then I can see what happens to the values. And so this is one way for you to strengthen your maths understanding. Okay, when you do see a watch video button, like in this practice question section, you will have the option to click and hear a teacher explain content related to this practice question. Okay, and oftentimes you'll see a teacher work through a problem like this using the colored markers to try to help make sense of things. Okay, once you've viewed a video, you can also choose to reveal a solution to better understand a problem, or you can click try this problem and give it a go on your own. You'll notice within this interface that it looks the same as if you are doing a task that your teacher assigned, or if you're doing an adaptive task that you go forth on your own with. So I want to show you how to do that. Okay, so I mentioned something called adaptive tasks. If we click on this questions tab, you'll see a blue button, Start Adaptive Task. What that does is it takes all of these sample questions. You see all these different question types. These are all related to this particular lesson in the textbook, Powers of Whole Numbers. And if I start the adaptive task, it'll take all of these questions and start generating an order of practice for me based on my understanding. So that's what we mean by adaptive. Okay, so for example here, write the following using index notation. You do not need to evaluate the answer. Okay, so 8 squared. Again, exponent notation if you're outside of Australia. Here is where you enter your work. You'll notice this toolbar below with the mathematical symbols that help you. In this case, if we're working with exponents or indices, then we know we have this base and power format. If you're working with fractions, you know that you'd have this fraction format. And so these are tools to help you when you're inputting information. Say I'm not sure how to answer this question. You'll notice on the right-hand side, there's a light bulb, and that's a hint. If you click here, you'll receive a hint that's related to that particular question. So after viewing the hint, if I know how to answer the question, I can, or I might want to view another hint, or if I still am not sure, I can click on this textbook icon and it'll take you right back to that textbook lesson page that we were viewing. So then I could go back in, I could maybe interact with that GeoGebra applet and go, oh yeah, I know how to do this. And then I can come back and 8 squared, I know, 8 to the power of 2. I can submit my answer, and then I'll be notified, nice work, question completed, and I'll see a filled in green square. The continue button will allow me to continue practicing this skill. In the event that you've viewed the hints, you've viewed the textbook page, and you need your teacher's support, you're not sure how to answer, there is an option to skip the step in the bottom left-hand corner, okay? I should also mention that there's a sketch pad, so if you want to show your thinking, you can, okay? And this is something that if you're using an iPad, it can convert this written work to text, type text, okay? All right, so that was all from the textbook. We were in the lesson and the questions page. Now if we click on the tasks tab, I just wanted to show you, it's kind of like a filing cabinet of your work, another way for you to view your upcoming tasks as well as your previous tasks, and they're sorted for you here. You can see whether it was a custom task that was teacher generated or adaptive, maybe one that you gave a go on your own. All right, and then this topics tab is another way to monitor your progress. If you click on a subtopic, then, on a topic, then you'll see all of the subtopics. And in this case, I've only practiced 2 of them, 3, 4 of them, and I still have a few more to go. So if I click in powers of whole numbers that we were just looking at together, I can view my scorecard to see how I did on previous work. I can look at a question set and review those questions again, the lesson page, or I can jump into practice once again from this page. All right, so I think that about sums it up. I hope I made it in under 5 minutes. If you do have questions, be sure to ask your teacher, go on our website, look for those support articles, but I'm confident that most of you are pretty tech savvy, and I think you'll be able to keep track of your tasks and lesson pages in the Mathspace student portal. All right, thanks so much. Happy learning.